Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
13 minutes past the hour of 9 this morning. Welcome to Culture Daily. You're still locked on the show. There's a quick music break after Trending Live, a possibly heated Trending Live. And let's drill down to other complications that still one way or the other can still affect you as a human being, aside from the fact that you're dealing with a lot of heat wherever you are. The heat in your body alone is another one. Are you cooling that as well? Because if you don't cool that down as well, you may not even live to enjoy the light or the promised land that Moses walks. Is it Moses? Yeah, Moses will walk into the promised land.
Yes.
Yeah, Moses. But don't go. Me and my Bible. I know my story. I know my stories very well. Yeah, Moses as he walked us to the. And you know the beautiful thing that Moses never saw the promised land, but of course he led us there. That's the ideology around governing African countries, that you can lead the people to the land that you yourself no go see, and ask whether the people catch there or not there. Hey, listen. That's why most embassies are possibly packed. But I tell you what, Waka Now is giving you an amazing chance to fly out to and have some dreamy vacations this summer. If you're planning on traveling as well, do so with Waka Now. And I'll tell you why. They've got amazing offers on flights, hotel accommodations. It's all just fun packed with Waka Now. So do well to jump on their website. It's wakanow.com.gh. Very simple, spelling on the screen, Waka Now, and you can get all these deals on there as well as their socials. And on Friday, we've got some giveaways for you. So hurry up, hurry. Book a ticket now and take a flight out to a dreamy place, a place that you intend to go and chill out whilst we deal with what's going on in here as well. It's all possible with Waka Now. And also, don't forget, when you wake up every morning, brush your teeth day and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter. It is fortified with pro-fluoride and microcalcium ingredients that help to, prevent cavities, makes your teeth and gum grow healthy and strong as well. It comes in various pack sizes, family pack, from the 120 all the way down to 12 gram. You get it on there as well. So it's affordable at any price pack size for you as well. Don't forget to brush your teeth day and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter. And if you have those amazing big business ideas that can easily be translated into success stories, you're doing so via Telecel Business. And Telecel finally is here with us. Reliable connectivity or communication as well via Telecel. And of course, if you also want to do your business in terms of transfer of money, you can use Telecel Cash or T-Cash for short. Like they say, Telecel connecting energies. This morning, we are going into your kidney, another hot place. Doc, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Doc, aside from the big problems happening in Ghana as we speak, inside the kidney too, problem there. Serious problem in our kidneys. Now, it might sound as if I'm putting a smile on my face, but I have quite a number of friends who have been, life has hit them hard because of kidney failure. I do recall many years ago, I took a drive to Kolebu Teaching Hospital. So the CSR part of my life took me there, and I wanted to embark on a project. And I was looking for something to do. This was as far back as I think 2011 thereabouts. And pardon me if I had my dates wrong, but I chanced upon the dialysis unit in Kolebu. And when I went there, I just walked in there, bold young boy, and I met the head of department. Fortunately, a lady. I have forgotten her name, but if you can help, for those who probably would know her, as far back as 2010, 11, 12 thereabout, if not earlier. So I met her, then I introduced myself to her. I'm a media personality, and I'm looking forward to trying to, raise funds to support the unit. And I want to find out if the unit has any problems. Then, Doc, she ran me through, at that time, the numerous challenges that the dialysis unit in Kolebu was going through. One of which was lack of the dialysis machine. So at that time, there were only 4 of the machines at Kolebu that I think she had mentioned. Only 4. So, and she said there's a long queue. It's more of, pay and the services run it for you. And if you understand how the system works, of course, it takes blood out of your body, and then it purifies it and it puts it back inside you. And it's very expensive. Very, very expensive. And this, I do believe, is also as a result of kidney. It's in there somewhere.
The machine actually costs just around $20,000, so it's not that expensive.
So I tried to raise funds, and I was trying to use unorthodox ways to do it. So I set up bean kidney-shaped boxes at nightclubs, of course, where you have a lot of drinking and smoking and things that can actually cause kidney failure. Sadly, the drinkers and the chillites did not really mind us, so we couldn't raise that much money. And one of the boys that I took around my media rounds, who was suffering from, had kidney failure issues and couldn't, told me his story. I wept. It was on Viasat. Took him to Viasat those times, and he told me his story that his family has given up on him. Young boy, they've given up on him because they said they don't see why they should keep paying for someone who can't be healed. So they left him. 2 weeks later, he died. I was sad. Now, we can't take this for granted. Our lifestyles, not about the boy, but our lifestyles can lead us to this. I have quite a number of friends who have suffered kidney failure, and it's not pleasant. But what causes these things? This is the question of the day. Doc, welcome to House of Light, Ahayewa Light. Ahayewa Light. If it ever
Power Central.
But to say,
Has it the Power Central?
your friend megawatt.
Megawatt house.
That's how we be saying your light, you see, no, then take up.
Yesterday, about a minute to start the show, the lights went out. And we had to go on Genset. We had been on Genset almost the whole day.
I have better odds for you.
Yes.
I have better odds for you. We're in the middle of the show and they say, "Fring."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when Kelvin Boy came. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So I had your lights. He said, welcome to Megawatt house.
Megawatt Plaza.
Megawatt
Next to Kilowatt.
That's real.
Who's the kilowatt?
Kilowatt, I'm not more down.
Kilowatt house.
Kilowatt house. The whole area be power. Only.
No,
I'm not enthused. Can't you see?
So no, he speaks on behalf of people who are.
video. You small
it
ways.
is frustrating, but let's come to
Sorry, it's not
let's come to this because I can if we look at how the world is now powered by power, if I can say that, because somebody might be on the machine. I'm sure it runs electricity,
yes,
and then all that. But we'll come to that. Doc, what is kidney failure?
Before,
in fact, what is the kidney?
the kidney is a bean-shaped organ.
Bean-shaped organ.
So it looks like a bean,
Yeah.
like beans that we eat. So it's bean-shaped organ that is below the rib cage, and there's two of it on either side of your spinal cord. Spinal column, yes. There's two of it, which serve the purpose of their function basically is to take in blood, filter it, take out all the impurities and everything that is not necessary or needed that will harm the body, and then take it out, process it, pass it through, then you excrete it through urine.
Okay. I've always wanted to ask this pretty dumb question about the kidney. Why two? Is it because of design? Like one on the left, one on the right? No. I mean, the heart is one. It's pumping blood. If you understand, it sounds dumb, but I've always wondered why two. Because I know they say one it can function on one, but
Yes,
is there a
it can
purpose?
function on one, but as you said, there's two for a purpose, a reason. The reason being that you are talking about demand and efficiency.
Okay.
So at two, you are running at 100% capacity.
Okay.
At one, you are running at 50%. Or
Both
less.
serving the same purpose. Okay.
But
so there
there's
could have been
two-
more kidneys in a human being then.
There could have.
Okay.
But God in His wisdom gave us two. And the good thing about it is that one can take over, but it can't do as much as the maximum when two is available. So for example, with two available, I'm using in layman terms, with two available, you could process we process about 200 liters of blood, which leads to about 1 to 2 liters of urine produced. Now, at one, it's going to be less. Mm-hmm. So it means that a lot of things that you used to do with two kidneys, you won't be able to do them anymore. A lot of things that you should take in, that your kidney is able to filter and process. You can't be able to do them anymore. So even people with one, we limit them to some of the things they can do, some of the things they can take in. Right now, you can take in a huge amount of alcohol. You can take a lot of things because there are two kidneys and they are working over time to process all that and clear it from your system, right? Now, apart from that too, it gives you fluid balance. The amount of potassium and nitrite that is in your bloodstream, the kidney is functioning and making sure that it's stable for the optimum work of the body, right? Now, the next thing that it also does is produce active vitamin D, which also promotes healthy bones and skin, right?
Oh, okay.
So there's so much function that the kidney does that we take it for granted.
That's small thing.
Yes. It's the size of a fist.
Yeah.
So we say that if you take your size of a fist, then you can relate it to the size of your kidney. Now, when you talk about kidney failure, kidney disease especially, kidney failure is end stage. It's failed, but it starts from somewhere. So you can start from things like kidney stones, which is very painful to pass. Then you can change to kidney diseases, where the kidney's ability to process some of this, as I mentioned, is reduced. So you have inflammation of the kidney itself, glomerulonephritis. There's inflammation, cells are not. There's cancer there too, that you can have it in the kidneys. So a lot of things can cause damage to the kidney. Right? These damages would then lead you to stages of kidney failure.
Okay.
So you can go all the way to end stage.
Does it always start from what you just mentioned? Or it changes?
It starts from somewhere. Okay. Everything starts from somewhere. The problem with this country or healthcare and kidney per se is the fact that the symptoms, by the time the symptoms show themselves and the person presents to hospital, Ghana, we tend to delay in coming to hospital. So by the time it gets there, you get into probably stage 1, stage 2, where its function is reducing, it's failing.
Seen it.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
So with people having, that's when you go on with kidney failure, you go on the dialysis or you go for a transplant. Those are the two things that can save you. There have been occurrences where people have been on dialysis for a while and then it's reversed. So if they've gotten back their function, the kidney's gone back its function. So then they go off it. Right. Now there are certain risk factors. When you say risk factors, it's things that you do that or things that you have that is no fault of yours that makes you at risk of getting kidney failure or kidney disease.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're hypertensive, you run the risk of kidney disease or kidney failure. If you are diabetic, you run the risk of it. If you are, some people genetically are predisposed to it, right? Being then race, we have race too. Certain African Americans in the U.S. have high risk of getting kidney failure. Then you have people with now you talk about, then you go to the recreational stuff that we do,
which will be the bigger part
that's
of
where
our
we go into.
conversation.
That's the part of our conversation. So then we can jump into obesity is also part, smoking, recreational drug use, alcohol abuse, over-the-counter drugs abuse. You see, when you talk about drug abuse, people get it wrong. As long as you're abusing something, it's going to cause a problem somewhere. Unfortunately for you, because we already mentioned that the function of the kidney is to metabolize drugs, right? It means that every drug you're taking in, the kidney has to work on it. The more you take in, the more it has to work on it, the more its strength is reduced. Right? Drugs like ibuprofen, it's a painkiller.
Yeah.
Continuous use can damage your kidney.
Yeah.
Is that what we call brufen?
Brufen.
Ibuprofen.
Brufen. Some call it naxoprene, like another name for it, but brufen, right? So we were designed for, you are in pain, we give it to you. We tell you stop taking it when you feel better, right? Or we give you a certain number of days to take it. It finishes. For some reason, unbeknown that people just walk to the pharmacy and buy it again. They feel small symptoms of pain somewhere in future. They are saying, oh, I was feeling pain somewhere, so the doctor gave me brufen, so let me go back to it. And then you take it. And as I mentioned, the problem is not now. So then I'm going to jump straight into things that you can see that will tell you that there's something going on with your kidney. You need to watch out.
Yeah.
Right? The first one the kidney does is what produce urine. Let's go there. It produces urine, right? So the first thing you're going to see is that urine is supposed to be yellowish and clear.
Right, just on the brufen, the side effect that the brufen causes, nephritis.
Nephritis, yes.
Doctor,
you need to know that.
What's that?
I've been
can you tell us?
Doc, next week
Can
don't
you tell
come.
us what that is? Because we don't know.
It
Yeah.
inflames the cells of the kidney, so it restricts its ability to strain blood and the rest of the toxins in your system.
Okay.
So it becomes fat and useless.
Let's imagine that you have gone to
Oh.
hospital.
And you know more
maybe-
than your
no,
doctor.
No. You go to Real no hospital and then you go there and you realize that there's a doctor.
I'll show our YouTube to you. No, but just so people know that it's not like they are saying
Don't
it's
take
just something.
Yeah.
The brufen you are taking because of every ooh and ah you are feeling. Sometimes drink water and just relax. Not every single thing you go and take
Take a
brufen,
painkiller.
because what happens is that you don't necessarily feel a sharp pain, but it's inflaming, and 2 years later, now your kidney has spooned because of the 6 months of brufen you took back to back because you were in the gym and your knee was hurting or you had muscle pull. So it's a serious side effect. It's not a joke. You are literally poisoning
Your kidney.
yourself. And once it gets inflamed, getting it back to doctor will tell you how difficult.
Is it just exclusive to brufen or every other painkiller?
Yeah, brufen is the most potent,
the potent one.
So we are talking about the excessive take, not
The unprescribed
take.
taking the
Okay.
over-the-counter habits that we have.
So go to the pharmacy, make a brufen, that kind of thing.
Wait.
So the gray area is that various brands of ibuprofen exist, and majority of them at the standard dosages are
Unregulated,
over the counter. So you can go Mami Brufen, and they sell you Brufen. If you have a specialist prescription for it, maybe you might get a different type of Brufen that's a stronger dosage or a different
Okay.
whatever.
There's a confusion for me because isn't there a possibility of getting a brufen prescription very often?
Yes, a prescription
without knowing.
comes-
If let's say for those who go to different hospitals, so they don't have a history
Of
of
their drug,
their drug
drug history.
Yes, that's the first
intake and all of that,
That's-
and then. For every week or maybe every month, you are getting to different hospitals, and then they are
So the
giving
first
you
problem is-
different prescriptions, and it's all brufen. That's also
first
problematic,
problem
not
is
only like over the counter.
Going to
Anna,
different hospitals, it's like trying to be on a diet and showing up at different restaurants every day. You don't control the food, so it will be more difficult to control your intake and manage the calories that you are trying to manage with your diet. Same for your health. Today this hospital, tomorrow that hospital, blah blah. Especially without being able to carry your records across
board.
so that there's a standardized treatment regime for you. So every doctor has to establish their own treatment
History again.
regime,
So you
and
take a
doctors
whole-
more or less look at the lesser evil. So yes, brufen has side effects, but what they do, is more catastrophic to your health than the possible perceived side effects of brufen. So they will risk giving you brufen for 2 weeks. If it means this thing that will kill you in 1 month will stop. That doesn't mean that every time you get a pain,
Go
go and
for
buy
brufen.
brufen. You understand? So self-medication is the big problem, and the over-the-counter lack of control, especially for things like brufen, which have such catastrophic long-term side effects.
Oh, goodness.
So tomorrow.
Yapon.
Yeah, dog, I can't Dog, anyway, like we're saying.
because the next thing that from brufen, the next thing that we jump onto quickly that is simple is dehydration. The amount of water we take in is so low in this country. We take it for granted.
Wow.
It's so low. Like the stats shows that like though
Upon all the yays,
yes, pure water, yes.
yays.
So if you ask somebody generally, how much pure water have you taken in a day, you get 1, 2, and the person thinks it's okay, and it boils down to I don't keep getting up and going to the washroom, so I know I don't need, if I take less then I don't have to go, but then you are putting yourself at risk of kidney stones. You get it? So though you don't get up and go to the washroom, going to the washroom is a good thing. Plus, if you are going, it will tell you the color of your urine and tell you if there's a problem. If your urine is dark, or at least reddish, or pink, we can tell there's blood in there. That's hematuria. Hematuria, right? Then, if you go to the urine and it's foamy, that's a problem. It's frothy. You pee and then it looks like beer. It's foamy like beer. That's an issue. You go, it's whitish. Like, even is any other color than what it's supposed to be, which is close to apple cider or clear.
Yeah.
If you ask anybody and say, what's the last time you saw clear urine? If you take 10 people, you probably get only one of them saying that yes, this is clear urine.
Yeah. True.
So the basics, we are forgetting the basics and we are doing the most. Now let's jump to the one reason why we are saying all this. Why the increase, like for some reason, it sort of shot up. Because first we never used to hear the cases. Now it's 1 out of 4 people that present to hospital. There's chance that you have a kidney issue. Cost of dialysis, end-stage kidney failure, it's so expensive.
Very.
Families can't take it on. The last which I checked is it takes about 3 to 4 hours to do dialysis.
Yeah.
Which costs about 500 to 900 cedis, depending on where you go to. Yes.
It's gone up.
Depending on where you go to. So as I said, the queue, 4 hours.
How many people?
And there were like 40 people waiting. When do we start?
Yeah.
When do we end? And you need to do it twice a week.
Need to do it twice a week.
So
Twice a week.
Even our health systems are not even equipped enough to handle some of these cases.
And hearing that it's $20,000 is very funny because how much is the Land Cruiser?
Go there.
Don't be shouting on the show.
Go there. Don't be
The
nice.
table is broken. The
Remember
table is
recently
broken. The table is broken.
there was a case on something came up with
The dialysis machines,
Yeah,
the cost of
the
it,
cost
people were
of it,
shouting and all that. Yes,
anyway.
and we made so much noise about it.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, this is going to change something. It didn't. We made noise and
So, just a quick one. So, right now, we have gotten to a stage where we are having more kidney cases as against lesser dialysis
Dialysis machines,
facility
yes.
machines,
Yes.
which is chaotic.
so the system will break down.
Because there'll be pressure on the few.
Yeah, the few that you have.
that
And
are
at what rate
available.
can you fix them even when they break down? Because machines do break down.
And
So
now
what
you
is
have
it?
to
So
deal
what
with
is the
power
issue? The
crisis.
lifestyle.
The water thing, I beg you, senior.
Oh, go on.
The water thing, it's like a free miracle that we ignore.
Charlie, you finish.
So
Talk something.
the water helps the to dilute what the kidney has to deal with, which is the minerals and the waste, etc. So it's like if your sink choke with physical waste, food, particles, everything, if you water you dey pour for top, make it try go. Imagine that's your kidney. Imagine trying to get that physical waste through the drain. Eventually the drain go mess up. That is what happens. The water, so if that thing becomes too rich and your kidney for prolonged time is dealing with all these excess minerals and waste without the right amount of water, you are overworking your cleaning system, quote unquote. I mean, just to make it cool. So you are smoking, you are drinking, you are eating the wrong foods. That's fine. Drink water, right?
Balance it out.
So that at least when the kidney, they try help you, the mix of the thing you for deal with.
But say, doctor, the past 1 year that we have been eating at Nukabites.
We don't drink water.
Me. No. You don't drink water.
Oh, but me, I drink water.
I think Cyril actually drinks.
Oh, Lenny, when we are doing on his stop, let us all day on his stop.
see-
When
you
the
see,
guy
Lenny-
comes to you,
no,
you
no,
know.
no. You see, Lenny, they forget
You know,
himself.
when the guy comes to you, complain. Then you have him in the corner
see that?
small.
Lenny, they forget himself. Be love. Be love. Before you realize, love take over. Sweetheart, don't mind them, okay?
No go there
Doctor,
before.
one hand, man, why?
You should see his food.
Oh, but I drink water.
That food
Listen,
itself,
ask the kids in the creative room. I'm one of the people who come and stand
Why
there
are you-
and pump 4 or 5
why
cups
are you-
of
Why are you-
water.
Lifestyle. Why are you eating fufu and all those heavy things as early as 10 a.m. in the morning? Why?
Me 10 a.m. that I'm on air. Don't be lying to
Doc,
our
all the
audience.
things I've been telling you.
Doc,
When you
10
go,
a.m. and you're not
Is that what they said? Do as the doctor says, don't do as he does.
Also,
After the show.
listen, my favorite doctor would finish a diagnosis, go outside
Alright.
and take his Palmol. Life is short. You understand? All this one we are saying, cry, you make it out alive. But at least,
I will shoot a
At least prolong it a bit.
At least
I
prolong
will
it a
shoot
bit.
a documentary on cereal. Listen, audience, I will shoot a docu on cereal's breakfast. Oh, not the entire breakfast.
So what? The real breakfast.
Hey.
Real breakfast.
The real breakfast.
Hey.
With Lenny Lomote.
Anyway, let's get at it.
So
So
water is a superpower.
yeah, they say water is life.
Water is life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Your
before you
cells
start the
need it, your body
medicine and all
needs
those
it.
stuff.
Upon a little experience at Kolebu that I witnessed for 1 year, I think the entire 2021 or so, or if it was 2020, I drank water, and I think I just forgot I had to go back to it. But I just after that experience, what I saw at the hospital, when I came back, it was no more fizzy drinks, no more alcohol, no more. I didn't care whether they say wine. You need a bit of wine or
in your
alcohol
system.
in you. No, water. It was a water therapy for me. And I think based on this, I need to even go back to it. But Doc, we're talking about the disease, some of these diseases. Yes.
Okay, so let's jump quickly to why the increment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Why?
very important.
Why now? Because before we used to see kidney conditions in adults,
Yeah.
50 plus, because they've lived and they've drank whatever they want to drink. So the kidney is getting tired, was getting older. Now we have it as young as 17, 18, 19
Crazy.
coming with these conditions.
Crazy.
Something has changed.
Crazy.
And we realized that, research realized that number one cause of it is abuse, substance abuse.
Okay.
It's okay to take a medication, as you were saying, right? But when you start mixing them, energy drink contain caffeine, sugars,
Okay.
which is already not good for your kidney. Then you add something like tramadol, which blocks your pain receptors, give you that euphoric feeling. Then you add the two, and the person is a zombie. Standing and sleeping. I sent a video for them to show you. You see a lot of them mixing all of them. Then the new one that is coming out is in Sierra Leone somewhere. It's called Kush.
Is that the one from the bones?
Yeah,
the
they
human
grind,
bones.
They go to a cemetery, take out the human bones from the cemetery, crush it, mix it with other drugs, tramadol and other things, and then add weed to it.
Who discovered that?
But why? Is this something that human bones?
Yes, it contains sulfur.
Apparently, there's a whole documentary on that.
Sulfur. It's high in sulfur.
Who was the first person to have discovered that?
That one,
Sometimes I wonder when I hear these
Jonathan
things,
Watts. The guy who ever discovered he's mad.
like how did you
How
sit
did you
down
even
think
go
about
and
it?
find out that
Remember, I was
human-
also mentioning who discovered this thing when we were down. Anyway, can continue.
Let's continue. Can we watch that video real quickly? I
If
think
it's ready,
production
Muma.
says it's ready. Can we check
so
it out?
I think I gave them 3 videos of the same, like tramadol, fentanyl, and then Kush.
Gosh.
These 3. And these all, then you have your ecstasies. You know, there's a word for ecstasy, the medical word for ecstasy.
What is it?
I wanted to show it. So
Okay,
Can we go to the video?
okay,
Can we go
okay.
to the video now?
A street drug. A sweet, sweet strawberry taste that makes you high and hooks you. Over time, it will kill you. In just 2 states, the government says 3 million bottles are consumed every single day. It's not hard to find Nigeria's boys getting their syrup high. It's not hard to find Nigeria's syrup girls either. Even religious women drink it. Vast quantities are seized.
In Sierra Leone, a new drug is turning young people into zombies.
Take a look at the youth on the streets, they are trapped. They work only to buy drugs, nothing else, trust me.
They call it Kush, dried leaves mixed with a cocktail of chemicals. In just 3 years, it's taken over.
Push take it to another world where you don't know yourself.
Say na something we mixed with demonic something. You dey see company die, then still the taker.
As the impact of Africa's worst drug epidemic deepens, disturbing reports have emerged about the newest ingredient, human bones. So the coffin and everything is there, but they just took the bones.
Hey.
Oh, see, it's a whole documentary. I think you should watch it. Like, it's mind busting. It's mind busting. You don't know what level of high they are.
See, right now they can
chasing
take
after.
anything. The simple drugs that you want to give to a patient, they can take anything. People are chemists.
This is like a trending lifestyle amongst young people. And when we say young people, a lot of people's minds are always rushing possibly to niche market, small sector people, affluent people. No. It cuts across, the masses. Yeah. When they say a country has got a high population of youth, this is the masses we are talking about, the ones that have the, constitute the big numbers. And when
This
a
is the
certain
future.
lifestyle, hits those masses,
that's when there's
that's
impact.
where the cancer really, sets in, and then it runs across
And the
from
affluent people-
frustration and all. Yeah, affluent people. I mean,
Definitely, they get you see, like for example, they did a study on cocaine. Why you don't have the rich, the movie
Dying
stars,
from it.
they have money to buy the purest
Form of it.
form of cocaine. So he can sniff his cocaine and go and sit in his private jet and show up and still function. Your cocaine is mixed with baking soda, baby food.
It's been cut down.
It's
it's
been-
been
boss,
stepped
the
down,
thing you're
stepped on.
sniffing is 2 inches from cement. You understand? So after 1
Why
week,
is the man 6 feet? Two inches from 6 feet.
after 2 weeks, fuse is off. But the rich guy who is doing it and is rapping and is on the movies and doing all these things, he can afford to buy the purest drug. You understand? You know, which one are you buying? So that's the irony of it. The people who promote these lifestyles, like you see, rappers with this the cough mixture, all this lean that boys used to hold. You always see them in the red cap. It wasn't even in Ghana here. You see boys holding lean and it was cool. It's rap culture that promoted that. But the guy you are seeing on TV and on YouTube doing that, but also the money that guy gets and the lifestyle he has, lean is not hitting him like you will do a Gareba that morning. You understand? So that's the irony.
Doc, run us through the stages of the kidney distraction.
Yeah, if they
Or
could show-
if we, yeah,
there's,
we-
there's
just
face.
another video we can put up on the screen, or a picture slide.
Yeah, there's a slide I sent them. This is to understand the stages. I mentioned that there's a way for the kidney filters, right?
Okay.
So we have a glomerular filtration rate. There's a rate at which it's supposed to filter a certain amount of urine or blood in a certain period of time, right? Let's use that. That will give us the stages. So if it's supposed to filter 100% in an hour, right? And the next stage we check, it reduces to about 80%, 60%. That's when I get your stages. You are getting to end stage kidney failure. So when you get to 10, 15, 5, 0, it's game over. And that's where you get to a dialysis and transplants.
And they say
With transplant is not a
your
culture here now.
GFR is low.
Your GFR is low. It means your kidney's ability to filter all these things is gone low. The same thing that works in cars.
And this can't be repaired through maybe drugs or any
You can
medication.
retry. The thing is, we can try, but as you said, there's no reversibility.
Okay, the slides are ready now, I'm told. I'm going to put that on the screen now for you to also watch, and we can speak through to them. Wow.
So kidney failure, you see, he mentioned something. You are watching somebody do something. You are watching somebody live a certain lifestyle. The person can afford the healthcare and the dialysis. Question is, can you?
It's expensive.
Because you're looking at, when I was doing the research, I realized I asked myself, why are the young people doing this? What are they trying to do?
This is very interesting. So we'll be going through these slides. If I don't know, we can
Skip some of them. I think we mentioned some of them already.
Yeah,
so
we
we
can-
can
can
get
we-
to the end.
Yeah, let's keep going. We understand what they do, what we are taking in, what it does, water, yes, kidney and the blood pressure. We spoke about it. Even the classroom power, vitamin D. Yes, children, are you reading?
Yeah, we do.
When the kidneys don't work well, let's
Science
move
class.
on. Yes. Okay. So that's when dialysis comes.
Yeah,
comes
when
in.
both stop working for good.
Okay, so what are we looking at? These are the treatments.
The
or
types of dialysis.
Types of
so
dialysis.
we have the peritoneal dialysis and hemodialysis.
Okay, can we speak on that as well, real quickly? Can we just pause right there? What's the difference between the two of them?
So with the hemo, the word hemo is what? When you say
It has to do with blood.
It has to do with blood.
Like
so
hemoglobin, right?
yes, hemoglobin. So hemo, the heme effect, gives the color red in your blood. So hemodialysis.
So
is
like
where-
Himalayas, blood mountain.
No, that is Himalayas.
Achimota student.
It's even HI.
Yes. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a sound I mean.
Oh, Motown.
Guys, take it easy. Take it easy.
So
Oh, this is hemo, and a
You go explain
Himalaya.
tire.
Yeah.
so that was the blood.
Himalayas.
So this one just replaces the machine replaces your kidney. So it does the function of your kidney. It clears the toxins, filters the blood, returns it back to your body. And does that in about 4 hours. Then with peritoneal dialysis, right? If the image could be clear, you realize that it's not connected to your arm.
Mm-hmm.
So we talk about the peritoneum, that is the abdomen area.
Abdomen area, yeah.
So they do it directly to the kidney.
Okay.
Right. That's a different, but I don't think we do this here. Most of the time we do. This is the more popular one, is the hemodialysis.
Yeah, that's the common one.
That's the common one, is the
yeah.
hemodialysis.
Wow.
$20,000. Wow.
And transplants are not even.
So just a quick one. The transplant, I'm sorry, the hemo something, that alone is $20,000.
No, the
No,
machine.
the machine.
The machine to provide that hemo something.
And the rich people, they have it in their houses.
Yeah. The machine is not expensive, bro. We don't have the machine simply out of negligence and a disregard for human life. There's no excuse.
$20,000 in today's currency is like what?
400K.
K.
Because it won't even buy you a Prado.
Wow.
Yeah. So we could have had
300, almost 300K ish.
Also-
We no go cash 400.
And even if you are doing bulk purchase with some of these companies, right?
Oh, you
I'm
get
sure you can
reduction.
get a reduction in it. Plus, it's
and
your
a
own pot.
lot
You can
of
collect.
healthcare facilities even lease and extend your payment. So it's not like bring 20,000 and come and collect the machine. They supply you. Some even run and make their money back for a certain amount of years before they leave the machine fully for you. So there's many ways to kill this cat.
So you're saying that we could have saved a lot of kidney-related cases.
A lot of lives, bro.
Once we're talking about kidney, there's a lot of lives. Like there's a lot of machines that if you look at the cost of it, right, you wonder how come we don't have this.
Wow.
So, so back to the kidney.
Yeah. So so if you are listening to us right now, and you've been feeling pain at your back, at your flanks, the left and the right, please go and check. If you are seeing some of these symptoms, the urine color changing, go and have a check. I feel it's important that everybody, at least in a month, go and do a kidney function test. It's cheap. Every lab can do it. They just take a urine, you're going to throw it away anyway, so why don't you give it to somebody to do a test on it for you?
It's like an artist asking for airtime.
Yeah, yes.
The airtime, you go and go, just give me small, make I take push from you.
So just pee in a cup, let somebody check and tell you that, okay, your kidney is functioning well, everything is good, there's no protein in there, there's no blood in there, you are good to go, right? Keep it up. And you move on.
Okay, Doc, on that topic, so when you say the color of the pee, so there is the yellow and there's the white.
Clear, we don't say white. It's not white.
it's
If you say white, it's bad.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, your urine can be white.
White
It's
is
clear.
the color.
Yeah, white is the color.
Okay.
You
Okay. So I'm sorry. So
Yeah, you go in it and it's white.
well, okay. So all this one has been clear.
It's clear.
Okay, that means it's not like akasha. It's not white.
No,
like-
it's not milk.
Oh,
It's
no,
like
yeah.
water.
It's
Like
like
all
yeah.
this urine talking wants me to. I feel like going to.
Oh.
Can I excuse?
You
Can I
can
go?
go, you can go.
You want to go and check your
Because
PV.
Doc said you have to use
You have
the
to.
washroom when you feel like
You
it.
feel like use it. Like
I'm
And
like
that's
10
how
minutes
people
away,
keep
so should I go
the
and pee?
people keep the pee on them because maybe they're not too sure if they want to pee outside.
so I wanted to say this before. You see, when you keep your pee right,
Yeah.
your body has filtered, the urine goes right. You're not taking enough water. What do you
Right.
think the body is going to do? The one that you store in your bladder,
You take it
it's
to
going to
the-
come back.
Doc, I'm going to urinate.
Wait. Can you run through that?
So when your body, you drink water, your body takes it, uses for what it needs to do. The ones that it doesn't need,
Comes
it
out
comes
as
out urine, right? It stores as urine, like goes into your urine. Now it goes, the cycle continues, right? It goes back and realizes there's no more water, but there's water in your system in other places. The cells need it. It's going to re-filter your urine.
Hey,
So that's why the color keeps getting the yellow nature of the urine.
the concentration.
Yes. So somebody can pee and say it smells.
Right. Especially if you've not peed the whole day. Yes, sure.
And if you drink water right now after 2 hours or 1 hour you pee, it doesn't smell.
Somebody, sorry, this is a joke, though, but I see do not urinate here, and I'm urinating there, and they come and ask me am I urinating.
I was like, do you know dialysis? My brother, you need to.
You rather pay the 5 cedi fine.
It's more than
You rather pay the 5 cedi fine and
dialysis.
pay cheaper than dialysis.
Well, they say, yeah, finish up,
Why,
please.
I ask this question because you often experience these two things. You see your pee yellowish and clear, right? And I've heard people say when it's yellow, it shouldn't be a problem.
No, it's not a problem. Just tell you that you are not taking enough water.
You don't have enough water. Okay.
Some medications also can make your urine change color.
Yes.
So
Okay.
if you're on certain medications, malaria medication can't do that. But you see, that's why we always keep saying, you're on medication. Eat well, hydrate.
Yeah.
We keep emphasizing on it because, as you said, the water is needed by your body to process everything. Your blood is water.
And it's not about drinking water today and then all of a sudden your pee becomes clear. It's consistency. If you do it 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months into it, you drink a specific load of water every day religiously, like the water was medication. It will get to a point where your body's function will adjust to that. And then you know that this is what my pee standardly looks like. But it's not optimum
health.
Nobody say today you drink water, tomorrow you forget. Your pee too will be changing like that.
If you read your handwriting, you'll be whack doctor. You have to write now so that you can read. We shouldn't be able to read.
Oh, me, I even Bluetooth my patients.
So before I continue, we talk about unit appearance, right? Yeah. The next thing that people have been seeing that they don't know that is related to their kidney is swelling of your feet and your ankles.
Okay.
And your face.
Okay.
Puffiness.
Okay.
Of the face?
Yes. Your kidneys.
It's not like you're gaining weight, but
no, because as I said, it's removing water from your body, right? The kidney is supposed to do that,
right?
But it's not able to do that. So what's going to do?
Retention,
fluid retention.
But with the puffiness of face as well, can't that be attributed to
allergies? There's allergies
or
too.
tiredness, or
there's a lot of
really, there's a
lot of
yes, because you have pitting edema. So if you press somebody's skin like that, the person has you press it. There's an amount of seconds. It's about 2 seconds. Your body should be able to, the skin is supposed to readjust yourself. But you press somebody, your thumbprint is still there. That's a problem.
It's not your skin is soft too. Person is dying.
No, the person is dying. The kidney is failing because the water is supposed to extract from your body and keep the skin tight. It's not doing that anymore. It's leaving it in there. So your cells are getting oversaturated with water.
But how would you know the difference though? Some might think, oh, I'm just gaining weight.
No. That's why I say you can be gaining weight, but if I press you, your skin is still hard. Like it's supposed to return.
Right.
After 2 seconds, it's supposed to come back. But I press it and then they're still there. We're 10 seconds.
Doc, so are you saying that if
you're turning to foam,
if someone notices that they are gaining weight, they shouldn't just assume it's as a result of
that's unexplained weight gain.
Unexplained weight gain.
Unexplained weight gain.
I really would.
Unexplained gate win.
Only judge can go.
Gateway. Who said that?
Unexplained gate win.
Only judge can go.
Only judge can go.
Wow. We understand. We understand.
No, there are two weight gains. We talk about unexplained weight gain, unexplained weight loss. Unexplained weight loss, you're talking about cancers.
Right.
It's one of the signs that somebody has cancer is that the person is losing weight or has a condition that is affecting his immune system like HIV. The person starts to lose weight. It means that there's a condition that is affecting the system. So if you are gaining weight, you're not. Someone says, "Oh, if I eat, my heck is here." You need to have it checked. Because you can't tell me I take a cup of tea and you're gaining weight. That's a problem.
Wow. What of those who are gaining weight as a result of some form of hereditary,
Oh, there's that. There's that because the family maybe is prone to obesity.
Okay.
They can have that. A family where they are prone to obesity. So with that, from the beginning, you start training yourself.
Are kidney diseases hereditary?
Yes, some are.
Wow.
No, you see, they are not hereditary. They are certain. I mentioned risk factors. So diabetes is, hypertension is, which will lead you to the kidney disease. So if you know this is going to lead me to TEMA, you start making plans.
Yeah.
You divert. You start making diversions on the way.
Yeah.
If you know, if I pick this car, it's going to take me directly to TEMA. You better take a different car that will drop you somewhere else.
I'm asking this because of the focus group, which is the youth. Do you think that this is as a result of ignorance within their bloodline, that they live a particular lifestyle not knowing what their fathers or their mothers used to live and how they resulted in diabetes and stuff like that? So there are no careful approaches to their lifestyle.
Yeah, so the issue too is that the families are not sharing.
They're not right.
They're not sharing medical conditions with their children.
Is that a problem?
It's a problem.
You should let the children know.
Yeah, you let them know. Because then, if for example, in a family where you gain weight easily, you have or a family where you have high metabolisms, because of that, wherever you eat, you don't gain weight. You are slim, no matter how much you try.
Yeah.
Even with that, the kid wants to gain weight. He sees this. I want to be curvy. Yeah. You need to let the child understand that genetically or whatever, this is how some of us were.
Yeah.
You get it. So the child doesn't go about eating a lot of fat and increasing his cholesterol intake,
even though
which then will lead to hypertension.
Even though they are slim.
So you have somebody who is slim and you check the person's BP is really high.
Wow.
And you have somebody who is probably, for lack of a better word, is big boned or bigger bit, and you check this BP and it's fine.
Wow. This is quite a revelation.
So we always say there's no absolute in health. There's no absolute. Because context, everything.
The rise of some medications, for enhancements and stuff like that. Now it's a bother. It's become, people talk about it a lot. I'm asking also because we mentioned over-the-counter prescriptions and all of these things. Here lies the case. People don't even have approval for some of the stuff they are selling. Flat tummy potions, enhancing, certain parts of your body, sex enhancers, all of those things. Because we are still talking about largely the youth, which to a large population,
the consumption,
that's
our
future,
the highest consumer, yeah.
Exactly.
So you're going to have a future of dialysis. You have your president in dialysis. Is it linked? It's all linked. Everything you take into your body, let's say this on it. Every single thing that goes into your body must come out.
Okay.
It has to come out. If it doesn't, it stays. It's either stays to protect you, stays to help the body, or stays to damage the body. So, example, you increase your fat intake, you increase your cholesterol, your lipids, everything, right? The body needs about 10% or 20% to produce energy to do a certain activity. It takes that 20%, 80% is left. What does it do with it? It excretes some of it through your urine. The rest of it is still retained. It keeps it as adipose tissue under your skin layer. So you have your tummy, having fat over there, you have your thighs, your lower arm, the upper arm, having like loose skin, flabby skin there, right?
We celebrate that too.
So you see where I'm going with this. So if you are taking these teas, ask yourself, what does this tea contain? Which most of the time we don't know. So in my research, we found that somebody did a research of going to town, getting these aphrodisiacs and these teas and then taking to a lab for it to be tested. When they tested some of these aphrodisiacs, the tree barks and all these things, they realized that some contain staphylococcus, which is dangerous. Some contain bacteria, fecal matter. Yeah.
Wow.
Because the tree are cutting, they didn't wash it. They just cut the back of the tree and dogs pee on trees, we know.
Cows rub
themselves against it. Chickens do whatever they need to. Wind blows. You are eating a lot of things that take into your body that you don't know. And you claim I'm enhancing my... As a young person, if you live healthy, you hydrate, you exercise regularly, you're taking your fruits, your vegetables, you manage your stress, you can last long in bed.
Wow.
I don't see why you need this.
Yeah, were you expecting that end? At all.
Or there's always Yemen and Hamas.
Doc, one thing I wanted to
before I go that, I asked a question to the youth. A few of the youth that I met, I asked them, why are some of your colleagues taking these drugs? Why are they killing themselves? Why are they destroying themselves so much? The number one thing they all mentioned was peer pressure. Because it's cool to fit in. So whatever the cool crowd are doing, I'm doing. The second part was a coping mechanism. Some say there's so much pressure in society from family to do well in school, to do this, be like this person. And some can't, their mind can't cope with it. So they need a release, they need a way to block that mechanism that allows them to worry. So then they take some of these drugs. We get that euphoria, like, I don't care anymore, I'm happy, I'm in that state. So they numb the brain. The second thing is performance improvement. Some people are doing sporting activities, some are steady in school, they're not doing so well. So they're taking some of these drugs to help them stay awake, stay alert. So they increase the energy drink intake, caffeine. So if there's so much caffeine in their system, they can stay up for almost more than 24 hours. Just alert, trying steady. The next part is experimentation. Everybody's trying, like, let them try it and see, like, let them try something new. If you want to try something new, listen to us. Try a new food. Try a new exercise, a new sport. Try a new, write a book. Don't use drugs, over-the-counter drugs and alcohol and other things to try a new thing and be mixing things. No.
Doc.
Then the last part, they are connecting maturity with alcohol use and this drug abuse.
Big boy.
They see an adult do it. For me to be like, I'm an adult, I'm of age, I need to also do the same. And the last but not least is self-confidence. You need to talk to a lady, he's not able to talk to a lady.
Dutch courage.
Dutch courage, That's courage.
But the ladies are not drinking anything to talk to us.
No.
True. Doc, I just have
but the lady also did BBL.
Quick two questions.
To be talkable.
The lifestyle of drinking water, right? Someone will say, but I'm not thirsty. Why should I drink water? And when I drink water, it doesn't taste nice in my mouth.
Are you thirsty for air before you are breathing?
No, but that's automatic. breathing is automatic.
Yes,
Respiration
but
is automatic.
you have the
drinking
power
water,
to. You have the power to stop it.
Basically, changing the mindset of what.
It's the
Yeah,
mindset.
So my point is, how do we attack that mindset? You know.
So I usually said something to somebody before I walked in. The person asked me, I don't feel hungry. I have ulcer, I don't feel hungry. And it's getting worse because I don't feel hungry, so I don't eat. So I'm eating once a day. And I told a person, there are two things a medical health person will tell you. If you fail to live a certain good life, drugs will become your food.
Boss.
You start taking drugs 3 times a day, like the way you take your meals.
Remix.
If you don't live a good life and you abuse your body, drugs that you're avoiding so much, they will become your food, your daily food, which is expensive for you to do. So it's difficult to learn how to drink water. But as you said, the way we learned how to walk, the way we learned how to use the washroom, the way we learned how to drive, the same process applies. You start now, get a jug. Most of the jugs, by God's grace, the Chinese part doing so well for us. There are mass production of bottles and containers. Get a good one.
And excavators.
Get a good one. Get water in there, right? Cut a slice of lemon or fruit or anything, put it in there. If you are too lazy to eat a fruit, put the fruit in the water.
Yeah.
Jay,
and then drink it.
Our time is up, please,
Jay,
guys.
there's an important question that we need to ask.
Please hurry up.
I'm told it's called a genetic deficiency, G469.
G6PD.
G6PD.
Hey.
G469.
G469 is in there. Security.
Briefly.
Okay, guys. Sorry, our time.
Briefly, because of time, briefly, can you just share a thing or two about that deficiency and how it's becoming?
I know why you're going with this.
Yes,
so let me just help you out a bit.
Doctors and pharmacists are just prescribing wrong drugs.
Okay, let's go.
Simply put, it's a genetic condition.
Okay.
That people have, and they have certain reactions to certain drugs. I'll just help you with that. They have certain reactions to certain drugs. So in taking your history in medicine, we always ask questions like that. You need to find out their genetic history and everything, family history, and get all that. Because if somebody's allergic to penicillin, you don't give penicillin, do you?
No.
If somebody is allergic, so if the person has a condition that makes him difficult for him to process certain drugs, the best thing to do is to avoid giving the person that drug.
That's all.
I'll simply put it like that because I have to be politically correct.
Is it true when they say that it affects men mostly?
Yes, it's mostly found in men.
Is there a law that prohibits pharmacy? I'm sorry, boss. I'm so sorry. Is there a law that prohibits pharmacists or pharmacies from prescribing or administering drugs over the counter in this country?
Yeah, there is. There are certain drugs are not to be prescribed over the counter.
But some pharmacies do very well with that. Too. When you go to, I know a lot.
Yes, a lot of the big pharmacies, no prescription.
In fact, many pharmacies that I know that I visit, if you don't have prescription, they wouldn't give it to you. They would never give it to you unless it's one of the very.
So even if your doctor calls,
unless it's first aid medication.
Instances where people will say, "I'll call my doctor," and the doctor will pick, they still won't give it to you.
Still won't give it to you until they have
until they see paper. Yeah, because they need a proof.
For those of you with economic problems, a healthy kidney. It sells for $226,000.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, Doc, I know our time is up. We have to go. We're back here again tomorrow on a Wednesday edition of Culture Daily, and peace out.